You were tuned in to episode 130 of the Goodfellas podcast. It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Got my main man with me, VP Shane. What's going on, good brother?
What's up, man?
Everything cool, everything cool. I mean, got big bro down the bottom here, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K. What's going on, bro?
Man, clean it in detergent, boy. You know what it is, man. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. We got a bunch to cover today, man. We had a real nice weekend of fights. Shakur Stevenson came in, did his thing. Joyce got a huge victory over Joseph Parker, and we definitely gonna get into that. Keyshawn Davis had a nice victory over someone that was 25-5. If you could tell by Shane's face, we're gonna have to talk about that one as well. And actually, where do y'all want to get started? Those gonna be the three for today. But where y'all want to get started at?
Man, it's so much to talk about, bro. Man, what's going on with Boo Boo? Why he ain't take that fight? Man, I don't know, bro. We can start wherever you want. Man, there's so much to talk about.
What fact?
He ain't taking the Zach Parker fight. So I don't know what's going on with your boy Boo Boo. What's up with him?
They offer me 60%.
That's y'all guy. Wasn't he pound for pound?
He's not pound for pound. Never had him pound.
No, I thought y'all, man, when we first started this, y'all was boo-booed up, man. Andre, the boogie man, and all this kind of shit.
Only thing we said is Canelo ain't want that smoke. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
That's boogie man status.
Yeah, I'm still an Andre fan.
Yeah. Andre just got bad luck with the business. I mean, he's still a bad man in that ring, though. There ain't a lot of people touching him in that ring, though. You know what I'm saying? But he never been pound for pound for me, though.
Never.
You know and never been pound for pound for me, though. He's a really good fighter, though. Really good fighter. But to answer your question, Vlog,
quick question. I got a question for you. I got a question. Who's better, Benavidez or Boo Boo?
Who's got more skills, or who would win in a fight? That's two different questions.
Whatever, however you want to answer it. You answer it your way. You tell me why.
I think Andre is more skilled. I just think Benavidez will win in a fight because he's bigger.
He's bigger,
he's at a higher weight class.
Yeah, way bigger. Yeah, Andre's the more skilled fighter out of the two, though.
Even at this stage in his career,
I think
looking a bit rusty the last couple fights.
Especially right now,
man. That lean over game.
I think people, again, when it comes to Andre, I have a very soft spot for Andre because, for one, I love his fighting style. You know, I know you'll talk about that lean over game, but it's just he's just awkward, so it's very difficult. But not to mention the fact that I feel like in the last few fights, he's shown me that he can rely on more than just raw athleticism. You know, before, Andre was really fast and he relied on a lot of explosive speed. You know, he had arguably the quickest feet in the weight class. You know, he was really, really quick with his hands, especially at long range. You know, and he's very wiry and he's just got long arms and stuff. But he relied a lot on his natural athleticism, his speed. But in the last few fights, especially, he's shown me that he can rely on other things. You know, he relied in the Liam Williams fight. He's shown a long game. He showed a slow game. He showed He showed that he can actually take a punch. You know, sometimes he was sitting in the pocket. He sat down on shots as well. He relied a lot on power. So it wasn't just speed in that. You know, I thought I saw a lot of variety.
Yeah, let me add on to that real quick. For the fighter, you know how good a fighter is based off of whoever's watching their expectations. So Boo Boo's been wiping dudes out like 9-3, 10-2, 11-1 for the past couple years. Am I correct, Shane?
Facts.
And the thing is, people still aren't happy with the performance. That just goes to show you how good of a fighter he is, because they're not happy with 10-2. They're not happy with 9-3. They want 12-0. Like
But
that's next level. That's next level right there.
He's dropped or stopped every single
Every,
fight he's been in the ring with at 160.
That's a fact. And people still aren't happy. You know, people still aren't happy. So it's just, you know, it's not a lot of guys that's going to give you 9 3s, 10 2s, 11 1s every single time. And he gives it to you every single time. He should have took the PBC deal when he had the opportunity, man. And that's about as plain as I could put it.
But
You know,
but I also disagree with that. I think you can say that now out of hindsight, Jeff. But at the time, if you actually look at it, when he signed with the Zone, Canelo was on the Zone, Saunders was on the Zone, Golovkin was on the Zone, Danny Jacobs was on the Zone, Callum Smith was on the Zone. He thought he would have been able to get a bigger fight because of all of those fighters on the Zone. That's not his fault.
Well, the thing about it, the reason in a general sense, I agree. But Shane, we both know how the Zone works. If you're not on the Zone's wish list, then you're not getting that fight. And Andre wasn't on any of those guys' wish list in terms of the Zone is concerned. At least with PBC, he was going to get one of the two Charlos plus some other fights, and they probably would have, you know, they'd have had him in significant fights.
But we can keep it real
now,
though.
Now let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that sounds like boogeyman talk. With that list that Shane just ran off, and then what you said, as far as he just wasn't in their favor, it sounds like he wasn't in their favor because a lot of those names he would have probably beat at that time. Now, facing those same guys today, I think those guys fare a little better because I've seen the game slip for him in his last couple fights, and that's with B-level competition from that side. So I don't know where he's at. Might not have won that young bull. He might not want that young bull.
Let me ask you this. You said he was slipping. Like, what exactly are you seeing in terms of the slippage?
Weight, not looking solid, looking more on the, you know, I had a couple croissants and whatnot during camp. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know, just looking like I'm here to win. Like, you know what I mean? He's not looking like I'm proving I'm a headliner. Like, you know, this is entertainment. You see what I'm saying? So
I get that.
the value has to be part of your performance. Like that's selling. It's not just the camera and how, you know, you good on the gram, picture game, high level, bro, but you're not giving the fans the like, oh, I gotta see Boo Boo again. You know what I'm saying? Now it don't have to be a knockout. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the thrill of your fights. They just haven't been thrilling.
I get you. You want to show you something blunt, yeah? Why? It's not even a disagreement. You know, one thing I will say, and this brings me back to Charlo, because Charlo has been at 160 and he hasn't had much action at 160. I just think personally, the dudes at 160, no matter what the situation would have been, they weren't going to fight Charlo. They weren't going to fight Andrade. It had nothing to do with what network they were on. Because Charlo signed to PBC and he hasn't got a big fight on PBC neither. So, but where I would say sometimes, Blunt, a good performance does you wrong. Because I would say, if you look at Bivol, for example, Canelo didn't fight Bivol when he first moved at 175. But once he saw enough, what he thought was enough regression or not what was an impressive performance, he ended up taking that fight. What we can't forget is he was signed to fight Billy Joe Saunders. It was Billy Joe Saunders. He failed the drugs test.
Right.
So when he signed to the Zone, he signed to the Zone under the premise that my first fight will be with Billy Joe Saunders himself failed the drugs test, which then put him in a situation where he didn't end up getting a big fight. However, after that, he then signed to the Zone on an extension, which you can question whether he should have or should have not done. But what we can't forget is, again, even with that, is I just feel like when you look at the names that I just listed, the Canelos, the Golovkins, the Saunders, Jacobs, whatever, Smith, whoever you want to name, they wouldn't have fought Andrade or Charlo regardless. I just don't think they would have fought him. No matter what the circumstances were, I don't think there was any scenario in where they would have fought him. Any scenario.
Yo, and let me add this on before we get to the comments. Um the reason why I don't have respect for a lot of them dudes that didn't jump in the ring with Andre is because Andre had a belt. Not an IBO, none of them other joints. He had a legit 4 major titles. And sometimes we gotta call some of these dudes out for not stepping up to the challenge, man, not stepping up to the plate. Like sometimes we just gotta call some of these dudes out. Like I can see Boo Boo was a champion while he was doing all of this. And there's plenty of dudes on that list that you named that could have stepped up to the plate, and they decided not to do so, even with him having a belt. So I will call them out before I call Andre out. Like real shit. You know what I mean? And that belt, that sways my opinion. Because you can be a boogeyman or a monster. There's plenty of boogeymen without a belt. Go ahead, bro.
But this is not that situation though, bro. This is current now. See, we currently we were talking, y'all guys were talking about facts. I wasn't. I'm talking about this fight. Y'all brought up numbers, but this is a situation also where you've been out of work, bro. You gotta go to work, don't you? You see what I'm saying?
No 300,
you know what I mean?
No
I'm just like
for no 160,000. Not for no 160 racks. Hell no. Hell no.
But obviously, bro, there's got to be more on the back. Yeah, but it's got to be more on the back.
There is no back end.
There is no back end.
There's no back end, bro.
There is no back end.
There's no back end. It's no back end,
bro. I'm taking that and I'm beating the brakes off that young boy. I'm taking that, beating the brakes off of him for the disrespect,
bro. That's like somebody offering you 30%.
So all right, so you telling me? So now, okay, so what you now? What you doing now?
The reason,
what, 2 years? I ain't seen you in 2 years.
The reason why I don't take that fight,
I don't care now. What do? You don't take it, bro.
Let me answer that question.
That's not smart though.
All money isn't good money, bro. Let me show you something.
It's not.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. He's now got to go to another person's country in their homeland, and he is now the B side because it's on Frank.
Can I pull a Jeff?
It's not on his show.
Can I pull a Jeff? 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 Didn't Devin Haney just do that? And now he's undisputed.
Let me explain.
It's the same scenario.
You're
biting my
butt financially. Ain't no belts on the line. That's a bad example. Bro.
No,
I didn't even finish my statement.
No, I didn't say
it. Go ahead.
The reason why I'm saying it is because you just said Andre, he's moving up a weight class. You just said Andre he doesn't get stoppages. So he's now got to he's got to win on the cards against someone in their hometown, in their home country. And it is almost, bro, there is no reward. Where is the reward? With Devin Haney, he would at least got undisputed. Where is the reward? There is no reward.
This is actually it is. It's for the interim WBO championship. So this basically another step toward.
He could have kept his own
title. Not really when Canelo moved. Can I finish?
Ahead,
he was middleweight champion. Am I correct?
Yeah.
He was middleweight champion. This is for the WBO super middleweight interim. So again, if he was always chasing Canelo behind the scenes, ain't he one step closer to Canelo?
Nope.
Am I correct?
Vlog,
nope.
Stop kicking. Vlog, you gotta stop
that
this,
not?
Bro. You gotta stop this.
Okay,
bro.
So does not the interim champion put you automatically in the mandatory scene and conversation?
Watch me change. Watch me shut Vlog down since he said
I'm just asking the question. I'm asking the question. You can't. Don't do that. Jeff, stop.
Hey, Shane.
Jeff, stop.
Stop. Jeff, stop. Real quick.
Can you stop?
I just want you to answer a question.
Can you stop?
Answer the question.
Can you stop? Jeff, you won't. Bro. I was asking a question.
Go ahead.
I was asking a question. You're about to try to say you shutting me down when I'm asking a question. You can't shut somebody down when they're asking a question. So now you can answer my question. Does an interim title put him in the mix for the undisputed guy? That's a question. So shut that down all you want.
Okay.
So shut it down.
Yes. Hold on. So, all right. So let me run. All right. Let me run and then pick up the mic after I get done. All right. Check this out. When you get to an interim title, yeah, you do get one step closer. But answer this one for me, brother. if you a champion at a weight class and the other person is a champion at the weight class, ain't that better than an interim situation?
Not if you're not getting the fight. Not if you're not getting the fight, and you also gaining weight. Because remember, hold
on. So an interim is gonna get you closer, but when you an actual champion, you can get a unification. That's not better.
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
You
can't argue that. You can't argue that.
I'm about to answer your question. I can answer your question. You shut the fuck up, please. Is he not gaining weight? Is he not having weight issues?
My nigga.
No, bro. I'm asking you. Bro, you keep talking, bro. You keep talking. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead.
Nah, you keep clowning. Go ahead, keep clowning, bro.
I done dropped the mic already. I'm waiting for you to pick it up.
You answer. All right. So you just said he was middleweight champion. A middleweight champion obviously having weight issues if he was already thinking about moving up and taking this that was up for first bid. So that's telling me you having weight issues. So are you going to struggle to go for an undisputed championship you possibly can't get? You lose on weight. So that's telling me something different from what you're saying. What you're saying makes sense. I get that. But if you're having weight issues, I got to find another opportunity next level.
Jeff, can I speak?
I'm just asking spitball.
I got you, Blog. I got you. Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead, I got you.
Everything you said, Blunt, makes sense to a certain degree. But when you bring up the name Canelo, the reason why everything when it comes to Canelo and Andrade is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because, bro, Canelo had three straps. Canelo had 3 straps at 160. Andrade had the final strap, bro, and he refused to fight Andrade. There is no scenario on this earth. There is no scenario on this earth that will make Canelo fight Andrade after that. Even if he was mandatory.
Can I tell you what that boils down to? I can keep it simple. Bro. I can tell you what that boils down to. It's very, very simple. It's been around a long time. It's called hate. It's all it boils down to. It's called hate.
But he will never.
You got an issue with the fighter. Either you got an issue with the fighter or you had an issue with the WBO. Either you had an issue with the fighter, an issue with your weight. These are the 3 scenarios, Shane. You had an issue with your weight, so you wasn't going to go for undisputed. You had an issue with the WBO, which I never heard of, or you had an issue with the Pacific fighter, which is Boo Boo Andrade. Maybe you thought you couldn't beat him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
spitting out scenarios which explain why
there's no scenario that is going to get him closest to Canelo. There's no scenario that's going to, even if he beats that Parker, bro.
I just said no. I never, Shane. See, then again, you taking things out of context. I just said the scenario that he was stepping towards was a route that way. I never said it's going to happen. I never said his dreams is going to come true. But if you're taking a WBO interim title, the guy next up is undisputed. Don't you get a look. Don't your resume come up. Don't your name come up. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Nope.
You guys is acting like
it don't.
If he did take that fight, he was going to be inked. I'm saying that. Huh?
You can say but Canelo don't listen to us, unfortunately.
Yeah, so he don't. It's no way.
No, I know that. I'm not. I'm just.
No, I feel.
Well,
bro, I feel what you're saying.
Okay, so answer me this. All of that y'all was trying to clown, and I never said anything to clown. Y'all be doing that too fast. Y'all got to slow down with that. Slow down. Take it easy. I know y'all be wanting to be right all the time, but take it easy. This is the whole scenario.
I play dub for this shit. Yeah.
Why even go? Why even go that route, bro? Of even 68. What's going on? If you're in his shoes, tell me what's going on.
I don't know.
I need to know.
Someone said in the comments that, and we're gonna get to the comments in a second. Willie G said that.
Let me blaze through him, and that's no pun intended for my guy. Conrad Boxing family in the building say what's going on. Big shout out to you, player. Blaze Philly 215 man say what's good, fellas. That's my guy right there, man. Big shout out to Blaze Philly. Willie G said what's good, fellas. Willie G, what's going on? He said Andre fucked up when he ducked Janet back. Okay, Shane, go.
This is the thing. Now, to me, and I don't know where to gauge this, because is that a duck? Did he duck Janebek in certain senses, yes, he did because he didn't fight him and Janibek was his mandatory. But I would really want to take a look at where Andrade is in his career in terms of what he actually wants, because I'm pretty sure the Janibek
That's
fight
all I'm trying to figure out. That's what this was all about. I'm trying to figure that out. Talking to my guys, but y'all trying to clown.
I don't know, because he didn't take the Zach Parker fight. To me, there's no good route for Andrade right now. The Janibek fight isn't a good fight because he ain't gonna get a high purse for that. There isn't a high purse for the
Zach Parker fight.
The Zach Parker fight. So to me, I'm just in a situation where I'm thinking, what does this dude want out of boxing? Like, what does he want next?
I know.
Can I let Jeff answer? And if you neither one of y'all bring it up, then I'm still going to be at a conundrum. But go ahead, Jeff.
I don't know where he wants to go, but I know traveling to another person's country and $160,000 ain't it though. I know that.
Is that all he got? Was that I can't,
bro? It's no.
Okay.
They won the purse bid for $305,000. It's a 60-40 split.
What? When?
$305,000.
When?
It happened like 2 weeks ago.
It was supposed to be for
the purse bid was was $305,000. It was
$305,000.
There was that one got postponed and they done another one for $350,000.
305,000, 305, and there was only one person that bid it. Nobody else showed up.
Who was the person who bid it?
I think Frank Warren.
Frank Warren.
Frank Warren.
So between us three, we couldn't come up with more, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
We could have put something up for that fight, bro.
I could have put. Listen, bro. I could have put. Listen, I'd have had to pull some strings. I could have pulled 350 together, bro. Like if my life depended on it, I could have pulled 350 together.
We could have got that on this channel,
but
bro.
hold up.
They'd have been fighting live on G5 Jeff TV, bro.
No cap.
But y'all hold up. Y'all said that the dude won't take the fight, so because of the money. But what y'all never brought up, where's this dude weight at? Y'all keep saying y'all bringing up these middleweight situations that seem like they opportunities still there, but can he make the weight, bro? Like, I'm not hearing anything about this weight.
To be honest with you, bro, I don't know. And the way he's carrying his career right now, it don't even matter. He's not taking fights at 60. He's not taking fights at 68. We're all like this. For
me, Andrade right now, he needs to, like, wherever there is a big opportunity, even if it's a big risk, he needs to take it. If it's Benavidez,
I just said that. That's a big risk. That's a big risk.
Zach Parker.
Yeah, that's a big risk. That's a big risk, bro. It's an interim belt. You walking out of there with a strap, bro. You're walking out there with a strap if you pull it off. That's all I'm just saying, bro.
For me, who he should have been looking for was
go on the resume.
That's who he should have looked for. He should have tried to get that Eubank fight. Man,
how you looking for a dude that's getting ready to fight a goddamn welterweight? So come on, bro. No conclusion to talking about Boo Boo. I'm still in a conundrum. No information.
I don't think anybody's cleared. There is
no conclusion, bro. How could it?
I just know, bro. I just know Canelo wasn't the conclusion. That's what I was talking about. He wasn't the conclusion.
I'm just
saying.
There's
no path to Canelo
on paper, but I'm just saying. All I was saying, it on paper it looked like a straight line. That's all it looked like on paper.
Vlog. Check this out. Saying. He had a legit belt at 160 and couldn't get no fights. What makes you think he's gonna get fights with an interim belt? He an assistant.
I mean, maybe out his weight class.
He went from a main pimp to an assistant pimp.
Man, baby powder. That's your boy, baby powder.
Blunt, you said you were looking at a clear path, on paper, bro. You ever had like Google Maps or Maps where on your phone it's a straight road, but when you're looking in reality, bro, that's a dead end road. It's just you just got nothing but traffic orders.
Y'all stupid. Y'all sick with it. Y'all sick with it. That's man. I feel for Boo Boo, man. I'm just saying, bro. God bless.
Yeah, Boo Boo crazy.
Is that modern wasted talent? Who is he? All right, quick, real quick, before we get in. What old school dude is Boo Boo? What role is Boo Boo filling
What's
from
that
an
dude
old school
from
guy
the
that
dude that didn't
quite didn't
fight?
feel his potential?
I would say someone who didn't feel their potential. You know, I don't want to say it, but I
Is
have
it
to
somebody
say
that just didn't get a big fight? That just didn't get the big fight?
like what's it called? What's that dude that
Man,
was
didn't
supposed?
take him or something, bro. Like I need a name, bro, because this is got me, you know, stumped currently.
Ikea Biabuchi, bro. Ikea Biabuchi.
Nah, he fought. Didn't he fight?
He fought Tua.
Didn't he fight Tua?
That's
Yeah,
not a
he
big
fought
fight,
Tua.
though.
Come on,
that
now.
was a big fight.
Man,
that
that's two bangers, bro. Man, that was risky as hell.
Hold on.
No. Let me explain what I mean.
Okay.
When you look at that era, you know, Riddick Bowe, Klitschko, who
He
else
say
is there?
big fights. We get it, but that's risky.
There was none of those.
Right, but hold on. But Ika Biabuchi fighting David Tua is better than
is the riskiest fight I could think of.
No, yeah, it's better, but he still didn't get that historic. Obviously, the fight itself ended up making history, but I mean, before, you know, like just the two massive names, like a Mike Tyson.
Agreed. No, I'm with you.
But they're remembered as B-level punches, though.
No,
the Mercers, they're remembered on that level. Yes, for sure.
No,
but yeah, I think that was the riskiest fight that she. I don't think nobody taking a risky fight like that in boxing. I got.
Yeah, I just think he just. Ever since that situation happened with Charlo back in 2014, it's just been the black cat been in his corner. You know what I'm saying? Black cat been in his corner.
Al Heyman's got some serious witchcraft master, bro.
I got the fight. Both of them on the platform. They could probably bring them back for a one fight deal. Jacobs and Boo Boo. Catch weight somewhere. They both Jacob's been at 168, so I think they could both do 168. That'd be great fight.
Can I entertain that for a second?
It's me, baby.
That could possibly be an avenue they can go down because Jacobs is ice cold in these streets right now. Boo Boo,
but and he got stuck. Right now. No, bro. They robbed him. They took him out the back in one of them raggedy ass wet London alley streets, and they robbed him over there, bro. So
and you want Andre to do that with Zach Parker. And that's what we're saying. And you want Andre to do that with Zach Parker.
But what I'm saying is, no. But see, which he missed me on. When you in that underdog role, is fuel for you, bro. When you feel disrespected, bro, you want to go out there and you want to put the tips on somebody, improve. You know what I mean? You got to be done proper next time folks come to the table and talk to you, or you making examples of their little boys. So I think that's what he could have done in this particular scenario, depending on his conditioning. But he on IG flexing, you know what I mean? Mr. GQ.
He gonna come. Vlog. He gonna come back. He gonna come back with a bruised eye, broke, and with a loss, getting robbed on the cards out there. Like it's just bad. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine that this dude actually won on the scorecards and got robbed, and he only got paid 180,000? Bro, I would be pissed.
Bro, I had to pay that in bail money because I'm knocking somebody the fuck out. One of the judges, something for sure. Jo, he said I came in and things getting heated. Hope y'all doing well, fellas. Hey man, we in here doing what we love to do. Said y'all cooking. Willie G Android has no direction right now, and he's beltless. To be honest with you, yo, I'm gonna make my pitch, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. You might as well, Boo Boo, you might as well just come on over here, bro. You might as well come on over here, man. Come on over to G5 Jeff TV. Come over to Shane. Come over to Vlog, man. We get you where you need to be, baby. We get you where you need to be.
Willie G, he would have walked out of that fight with a belt if he would have took that opportunity, regardless on what all the little increment words or whatever that word is. You know what I'm trying to say. Check it out. You know what I'm trying to say. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, bro.
Anyway, whatever words is, bro, it's a belt. It's some sense of accomplishment. It's some sense of reproving something to yourself. You going to a new division. It's a hostile environment, bro. This is a perfect scenario. To, you know what I mean? Just put your flag down, bro. You know what I mean? Draw the line in the sand and let's do work, bro. Like I'm confused about Boo Boo, man.
I like your Danny Jacobs idea way better than the Zach Parker joint.
I don't even think Danny Jacobs is a good fight news. I think he needs to fight Benavidez.
He probably loses that fight.
But at least it's a big fight though.
Yeah, that's true. Willie G, he said Frank Warren, my guy, T Finney in the building, man. He said salute. He said I hate the Andre backlash, but I just want him to fight. He was so inactive until he got with Hearn. Hearn said it's hard to get him fights and dropped him, and already another fight out of the door. So, bro, this is the thing. Like when you have a belt,
Hearn dropped all his US fighters. If you look, he don't work with Kevin Haney anymore. Andrade, Michael Hunter. Who else did he have? Danny Jacobs. He doesn't really work.
Rashidi.
Yeah, like a lot of those fights.
Is JoJo's
Sheedy was with Sheedy was with Golden Boy.
Oh, okay. What about JoJo? Is JoJo who you rock with over there?
JoJo is with Golden Boy as well.
He's with Golden Boy.
Oh, okay.
Willie G said, "I like Munguia versus Janabek."
That's another fight. He's the worst. Munguia is the worst. The worst, bro.
Yo, I will talk about Munguia before I talk about Andre any day of the week, yo. Real rap, because he was supposed to take that fight like 6 different times.
Literally, Munguia is definitely the the reason why Janibek was even mandatory, bro, was because Munguia turned down the fight with Andrade. That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. That's a fact. That's a fact. And Munguia doesn't get talked about, and that gets swept under the rug.
And publicly,
it sounds like a conspiracy to me.
Bro, it's not even a conspiracy,
bro.
No, he just.
You know why? Because Oscar De La Hoya came out publicly and said that he didn't want to make that fight.
He didn't want to make the fight.
Publicly said he didn't want to make the Andrade fight.
But that's
he didn't think that Munguia was ready for that fight. I swear to God, that's what he said.
No, he did say that, and I was like, that's why I said you got to hold some of these other dudes accountable too, man. I'm saying hold Andre accountable too, but I'm like, you got to hold some of these other dudes accountable, man. Like
Golovkin is another one.
Golovkin is another one. Yeah, like who turns down the title fight? Who turns down the unification fight? And there's plenty of dudes that did it. Like we got to hold them accountable too, man. Just as hardcore boxing fans, we got to hold everybody accountable. We got to hold everybody accountable.
I've got another fight for you. What about if he goes to maybe before, but he could have went to Japan and fought Murata. That would have been a good fight. When Murata was champion,
he'd have beat Murata too.
That's what I'm saying. If he done that when Murata was champion, that would have been a good fight for him.
He'd have beat the brakes off Murata. I'd have took short money. Even as a champion, I'd have took short money.
Because it's a unification.
Yeah, because he'd have beat the brakes off of Murata. He'd have beat the brakes off of him. Willie G, he said, ever since he crashed Canelo's press conference, he's been blackballed, bro. He's been blackballed since 2014, bro. Way before that. He said, "Oh word, didn't know that." Munguia is a good fighter. I think he washes Janabek, but I didn't know they turned down Mando.
Yeah, bro.
They turned down Mando. Yeah, Gold like De La Hoya's on camera saying that, bro. He's on camera saying that.
He was 154 WBO champion. When you move up, you automatically become mandatory at 160. He didn't take the fight. He turned it down. If you go on my Instagram, there's an article that I wrote in 2019 saying Munguia and Andrade set for the fall of that year. He turned that fight down, bro.
Turned it down. So that's
can I say this? Can I say this? And can I say this in his defense and giving pub to the homie? He showed him that 160 a different, you know what I mean? It's a different division. Them 6 pounds mean something, bro. Because he was dog walking a lot of them 154 dudes when he was on that little run and they was building him up. But when the homie got to him, you know what I mean? He was like, look, man, like, you know what I mean? This real. So I think that told them something business-wise. Because when we talk about making these fights, y'all brought it up why Andre shouldn't have took it. That sound more like a business move. You see what I'm saying? So we sometimes fans can see it from a fan's perspective. But then these guys can look at it from a more of a business perspective, regardless on what they believe skill wise, matchup wise. They just might just be like a lot of these fighters be in on these numbers and they'll turn it down.
Can I meet you in the middle?
This is proof.
Can I meet you in the middle on this one?
Yeah.
Let me meet you in the middle on this one so we can keep it moving. If the fight wasn't on the road, if I'm Andre, if the fight's not on the road, if it's at a neutral site, anywhere but his hometown, I would have took the fight. Because he needs
okay, answer me
activity.
This.
Yes, sir.
Answer me this. If Warren is a businessman, does he see what a fight like that is done over here?
Nah, it's not gonna do good.
$350,000.
Yeah. It's not enough money.
350,000.
Yeah, it's 305. You know what I'm saying?
305.
So you invested. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. So you don't think that fight does $500,000?
Hell no.
600,000
from where?
What you mean? What you mean?
Oh, right. I don't know. Somewhere in Andre's hometown. Ain't he a Texas boy? Something like that.
He's from Providence.
Yeah, but the only way that fight makes any type of money if they put it in Parker's hometown. That's the only way he makes any money.
But this is the issue, though, Jeff. This is why I'm starting to wonder whether this was postponed because of injury or was it postponed because of lack of selling tickets.
Lack of tickets. Yeah,
you remember
that's what it looked like.
First bid Eddie Hearn got outbidded for? Do you remember that, Jeff? And we done a video on it, and it was scheduled to be in a football stadium in the UK in Zach Parker's hometown.
Yes, sir.
Now you only invest 305,000. I'm starting to question what's happened.
It's nothing. It ain't no money involved.
Literally.
It ain't no money. It's no money. And it's in vlog, and I'm gonna meet you in the middle again. This is where Andre has dropped the ball in terms of business wise. When it comes down to it, when you're a boxer, you have to build your name. You have to build a brand. And Andre, from the outside looking in, you like, yo, he's undefeated. He done knocked down or hurt every single person he been in the ring with. He's a technician, all this and all that. All that's cool. And he talk a good game. But the thing is, he hasn't lined things up from a business perspective for years. In boxing, if you cross one big time person, it affects you for the rest of your career.
No. Not only has he done that, but what he made the biggest mistake is the fact that he is now, because no matter how you look at it, he's made it known that obviously Canelo is the person he's going after. So where that's worked to his detriment is because someone like Canelo, for example, he comes with a certain he's at a certain stature, and Andrade's in that who needs you club. You know, I don't need to fight you. There is no benefit from fighting you. You know, and a lot of fighters have found a way to sidestep Andrade and still got bigger fights. You know, Danny Jacobs is one, Munguia is one, Joe Saunders is one. You know, you can sidestep this dude and still get a bigger fight.
Still get a big fight. Yeah.
I just feel like it's who he's called out personally. Because to me, he should have really been putting pressure on Eddie Hearn to get him Golovkin instead of Canelo.
And
that's
you know what?
Really should have been after.
And Eddie Hearn did him such a big disservice outside of getting him paid, right? Because when you're in a position like that, he has a belt, he has a name, he just hasn't got his big look yet. Where Eddie Hearn failed is once Billy Joe got past his suspension or whatnot, he should have went right back to it.
He said, the only fight you can
fight you can get is the Andre fight. He should have went right back to it. So Eddie Hearn
put him in there with Canelo instead.
Yes. So Eddie Hearn, so vlog, I'm gonna go here with it and we can keep it moving. Andre is part to blame, Hearn is part to blame, DAZN is part to blame, and these other fighters is part to blame. Everybody got a hand in this pot. Right. Everybody got a hand in this pot. And I don't think he's going to get a big fight for the rest of his career. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just how it works out for some guys. Willie G. He said for $100,000, I'll go fight Parker. LOL. Yeah, see, that's you though, bro. That's you. You know what I'm saying? That's you. You know what I mean? But yo, let's keep it moving, yo. We want to go Joe Joyce
or Keyshawn. Let's go Keyshawn.
You want to go Keyshawn? Let's go Keyshawn. Let's go Keyshawn. So Keyshawn got a victory, co-main event on the Shakur Stevenson card, and I really want to go to Shane on this one because Keyshawn Davis his name is hot in these streets right now, man. It's hot in these streets because he had a Instagram live where he was talking smack the Spence, telling them to go see Terrence Crawford, and there was also a rumor that they were talking about him fighting Frank Martin. But Shane has some very interesting opinions in regards to Keyshawn Davis, and I'm gonna let Shane go.
I don't have interesting opinions. I'm just not sold on him yet. You know, I'm just not sold. You know, for me, he's in the same situation as a lot of other fighters. As in, they got to show me. But personally, like, I see a lot of flaws in this dude. I see a hell of a lot of flaws. And for a dude this, I love confident and arrogant fighters. You know, my favorite fighters have been arrogant and confident. I love that. You know, and I love that confidence. But I don't see progression in Keyshawn Davis. I just don't see. I see a dude. He reminds me a lot of Edgar Berlanga, bro. Not in terms of their fighting style. I just mean in terms of the progression within them as a fighter. He's making the same mistakes he was making from his pro debut that he's making now.
Can you be a little more specific in terms of what you're saying?
I mean, to me, for one, I think he's a one-paced fighter, and I think he fights very desperate. You know, it doesn't come natural to him. You know, you can clearly see that he's someone who's looking for the stoppage. He's an entertainer. He's very, very entertaining. He's got extreme athleticism. You know, he's got good boxing skills, but he's very reckless. He's very easily countered. I think he's very one-paced, and more than anything, he looks desperate when he fights. I think he's an exceptional talent who probably will become a world champion. I just feel like I can just see so many holes in this dude's game.
Okay, so I just want to kind of summarize this for the people that's listening. The reason why this is an interesting conversation is because Shane sees certain things, and Keyshawn, that's if I'm not mistaken, Vlog, correct me if I'm wrong. That's one of your guys, right? That's one of your guys.
He part of that trio. He got he part of that trio. I respect what they doing with him. But let me chime real quick. Go ahead. Go do your thing.
No. I was about to hand the ball off to you. Go ahead.
Do you think? Oh, okay. Well, what I was just gonna say, I kind of agree with Shane. I think he's really entertaining, and I think when Shane says desperate, I think he's just playing to the crowd a little bit. You know what I mean? I think he knows he beating these guys. It's only about 5 or 6 of them so far, so I think he knows he can beat these guys. Taking some shots that he takes actually is kind of good for you. So when you step up and you get hit, it won't be new. You see what I'm saying? It won't be shocking. You understand what I'm talking about? Because if you look at the Shakur Stevenson fight, I know we went viral off of that, but I think Shakur was a little bit neutral on whether he was ready for that punch from an unknown fighter, this African cat, long arms. You know what I mean? Because he fought strategically in that fight. You know what I mean? So I kind of see what Shane is saying. Sometimes fighters, they do things purposely. Like, so for me, Shakur didn't fight reckless. He didn't go for the KO as he was just walking down Herring or something like that. He was real cautious against Nicatalia. I believe that's his name. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, like I said, these fighters do that from time to time. So Keyshawn Johnson, to me, he's doing that to build up. And then that just gives them the little bravado, like, yeah, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing these guys down. I'm walking them down. I mean, I think that's just part of the whole package that Bob Arum and that whole Top Rank thing is doing. And he's doing it against the right competition. Now, Y'all brought up the name Frank Martin. I already got Frank in the grade 8. So I'm not thinking your boy is right there. I don't think I had him in my grade 8. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I had Keyshawn in the. He might be in the top 10, but as far as these young potential guys, but it's a lot of guys at 135. You know what I mean? We was talking about a name off camera, but we're not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna keep everything friendly and shit. Yes,
I'm gonna say a name, yeah. And this is where I would say very similar in terms of where they are in their career. Jeff, Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford at 130 to me is a way better, is a way more polished to me as a fighter than Keyshawn Davis. I don't hear many people say his name, but based on what I've seen,
can I say this?
Raymond Ford is
can I
way
say
more
this?
polished.
And I like Ray. That's dangerous, bro. Because we know he's a chinny guy. We can say we haven't seen that from Keyshawn yet. There's only 6 fights, but he's been squared up against some guys, some grown men, some other fighters. He's not fighting. Ray Ford got touched up in a couple fights. Yeah, they back on the good foot. You know what I mean? Shakes things off. Right a bit in there. He ain't mopping everybody like that.
Being hurt though. I don't remember him being hurt though.
I think Ray been hurt in a couple fights on Dizan. He had come back behind on the scorecard, all kind of stuff, man. He proved
being
it,
behind on
but
the
I think
scorecard
he's still
and being hurt is 2 different things though.
Same difference. You get hurt, you're gonna subject to be behind on the scorecard.
But you know what?
If you get hurt, you subject to be behind. Is that not a correct statement though? If you get hurt, you're subject to be behind on the scorecard. No, because if you got hurt, then you get hurt again, or you get dropped.
Vlog, you're subject to lose the round if you got hurt in a round. That's not
behind
an
on the score.
Of how the rest of the fight.
You lose that
one round.
That's the first round. I'm going off the first round. Round. We talking about the first round.
I don't know. I've seen Raymond Ford fight about 4 or 5 times, and I think the last time,
he cool, but I don't edge him over none of them 3.
Last time I saw, no, not even the last time. There was a fight where I saw him fight. I think it was on the Teofimo Lopez Cambosis undercard, and I think I can't even remember. I think Agawa fought on that card as well. And I was so impressed with just the level of temperament, you know, because to me, you can be athletically gifted, but you can't train this. You either have it or you don't. You know, so, like Zab Judah, for example, he was technically and physically a gifted fighter, but mentally he just never had the best temperament. He never had the best temperament as a fighter. You know, you compare him to someone like Floyd. Floyd had a much better temperament. I'll give you an example. Boots, for example. Boots is a person who, I was using Boots as an example with Jeff. I was like, when you watch Boots fight, it's almost like he wants to do more rounds. When I watch Keyshawn Davis fight, it's like he's desperate to get the fight over. Like this dude's got to catch a flight or something, and he's in a rush. Where I don't feel like the knockouts or the fighting style comes natural to him. It's almost like a facade, or like he's almost forcing his fighting style. And to me, that's always a recipe for a disaster. You know, I even know what fighter to
Can we rank them? Can we rank them real quick? It's 4 of them. We brought the names up. You know, we got Shushu Carrington, we got Jahad Tucker, and we got Keyshawn, we got Ray Ford. Give me 4. Put them in order. This the generation coming up. These the guys. You know what I mean?
What was the 4 names you said? Sorry.
Jahad Tucker.
Yep.
Shushu Carrington. Ray Ford, and Keyshawn. Can I go first?
Go ahead, please.
All right. I'm gonna say Jahad Tucker's 4. I'm gonna say we hold on. What's the criteria? Like just them being polished? Is that what we're talking about?
Just where you like just like we see
where I think they're at. Okay.
Yeah, where's their product gonna land them? Where's their product got them in your order right now?
I got you. So I'm gonna go Jahad Tucker 1. I mean, I'm 4. I'm gonna go Jahad Tucker 4. I'm gonna go Carrington 2. I'm gonna go Shushu 3. I'm gonna go Keyshawn 2, and I'm gonna go Raymond Ford 1. But let me explain why. Raymond Ford has been in more competitive fights.
Correct.
Number 2, he's traveled to the UK plenty of times for his fights. And thirdly, he's been in enough fights to where I've seen him overcome adversity, number 1. And number 2, I've seen him actually think his way through a fight where those other 3 guys has not had the opportunity to actually be in with competition for them to actually have to think their way through a fight.
Same thing with me. Same thing with me. I was the exact same thing.
What you got, Vlog?
Oh, but y'all ain't gonna like mine. I got Ray Ford down at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I get y'all experience. I get all of that. But to me, he's the Colbert of this situation. He's the guy that's gonna get clipped and kind of, you know what I mean, fall off the map real fast. Like, what the hell? Unexpected. You know what I mean? To me, in this scenario, I got Shushu at 3 because, again, y'all brought up the name Zab. He's similar to Zab. So, again, another guy I'm worrying about, can he really take a pop? You know what I mean? When you start getting up there, 15, 16, 17 fights, and the competition level is going from D- to like B-. So, you know what I mean? It's getting real serious. So, I got him at 3. I got Keyshawn at 2, just because right now he the product. I think he's the best product out of the 4. The whatever they doing over there, the game plan, how they marketing, they got him in co-main events and yes, 6 fight. They got him on that Loma train. That's what I call it. They got him on the Loma train. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He got the size. You know what I mean? I see him at 140. I see him at 140 real fast. Body frame is bananas. And then as far as just number 1, it's got to be Tucker. You're talking about potential through the roof, bro. He got the body go all the way up to 160. Got fighting skills to maintain that weight and be a factor. I think once he gets that weight on, really getting mature, his power really start coming from the shoulders. He's swinging with the arms right now. He playing with these dudes, man. Once this dude start really sit down, oh man, this dude is he the future out of them 4 to me. That's my breakdown. I could be wrong though. You know, I usually am.
Question: Does Keyshawn beat Chris Colbert right now?
Maybe.
Oh hell yeah.
Maybe.
He beating him. That's 130. Keyshawn 105. Colbert is barely pushing 130. He more like a 126 to me. But, you know, if he fighting at 130, do what you do is not well so far. So I'm just saying. I don't think that works. That's not good. Ray Ford and Colbert is a great fight, but
you know, if they want to fast track Keyshawn, where he can really prove something to me, and I said this to Jeff. I said this to you, Jeff. It was you. I was saying this to you, innit? The other day, I was like, the person who I want to see them put Keyshawn in there with is someone who I know is going to last more than 3 rounds. Someone I know is going to test his stamina and test his engine and test his defense. And I would put him in there with John O'Carroll because he's gonna beat John O'Carroll. He's gonna beat John O'Carroll very comfortably, but he ain't gonna stop John O'Carroll. If he's gonna stop John O'Carroll,
he's too big for him, bro. He too big.
John O'Carroll's fought at 135, bro. And John O'Carroll's he's fought big dudes, bro, and he's not been stopped. He's not been stopped once in his career.
Okay,
he's not even been down once in his career.
I know it looks good on paper, bro, but when you see these guys next to each other, bro, it's a difference. That's the same thing with we was talking about him off camera and the other guy. You know what I'm saying? The weight class is sound good on paper. You know what I mean? They both hit the scale, but when fight night came, somebody came in there looking like
he's fought.
Excuse me, sir.
So he's fought. It's not much. He's fought at that weight class before.
Yeah, it's and the thing is,
I get
Keyshawn
it.
is a good size. He's a good size 135, but he's not a massive 130. Like he's not the biggest 135 I've ever seen in my life. Like he's a nice size 135. Like
Who's
to
the biggest
see,
135 you ever seen in your life?
Nova. That dude.
yeah, it's
I don't know
Supernova.
how
Yeah,
the hell
Nova looked like I don't know how he was making
160.
135. Yeah, that's clear. Yeah, Nova.
Dude was
Nova.
Shane stole the name. Supernova looked
Abraham.
big as hell. Hell
bro,
yeah.
that
You ever
dude
seen
looked like
him?
a
He looked
160,
massive.
bro.
He looked massive, bro. That's the biggest 135
Man,
I've seen.
I give it to Ryan Garcia. That motherfucker was out there looking like a middleweight.
Who did I see Nova against? I saw Nova next to what's that dude at Top Rank that fights at 140, bro? I thought what's the dude that Top Rank that fights at 140 right now? The other Hispanic dude, Hispanic fight. He's fighting coming up.
Robisi?
Zapata.
Ramirez? Zapata?
No.
Robisi? You talking about Robisi Ramirez?
No. Subrio Matisse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he looked
Bro,
bigger than him.
They're the same size.
Same size.
And Subrio Matisse is a massive 140.
He's a big 140. Big 140. Big 140. So to Vlog, to answer your question,
They
that's
both from Cuba,
definitely
correct? They both from Cuba. Both from Cuba.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it today. Because we got kind of like a late. Well, we had an extra topic we had to jump on, but I actually had the Keyshawn fight queued up in the library. Also got the Joe Joyce fight queued up, and also got the Shakur fight queued up.
Bro, I want to get
so let's get the Joe Joyce.
Run Joe Joyce.
So Joe Joyce got a very impressive victory over Joseph Parker, and Shane, just give me your opinion on the fight, bro.
Bro, sometimes in life we say you gotta show me, and like when you make a believer out of me, that's when I'm your biggest fan, bro. This nigga made me a believer. I'm a believer. I am a believer, bro. Like,
man, I'm telling you.
Joe Joyce stops Wilder and AJ in the first 6 rounds. I swear to God, I believe that. I honestly believe AJ gets knocked out in 6 rounds and Wilder gets knocked out in 6 rounds against Joe Joyce. Bro, this dude showed me everything. He showed me boxing IQ. He showed me a chin, engine, power, technique, footwork, non-stop pressure. Bro, this
hold on. You put a little bit too much on it now. You put a little bit too much on it. He was getting hit in between. And some of these dudes that you talking about, well, at least one of them, I know you don't want to do the trade game. You know what I mean? You could trade with a dude like Parker. You could trade with AJ.
This is what Wilder don't want to do. And the reason why I think Wilder will be easier than AJ. Because you want to know why Wilder will be easier than AJ? Because the moment that fight gets up close, problems. Wilder ain't got no inside game. Wilder's got no reverse. Joe Joyce replies relentless pressure. Literally, from the moment the bell rings, literally he's a non-stop, like it's goal. And once he gets mid to close range, bro, it's over. It is over because his punch output doesn't reduce. It does not reduce. It does, like the same amount of punches he threw in the first round was the same amount of punches he threw in the last round that he knocked before he got the stoppage, bro. This dude is an animal. Bro, I was impressed. I know there was a few people that thought that Joseph Parker done well. I didn't see it. I was thoroughly impressed. And outside of Usyk and Fury, I can't see anyone beating this dude. I swear to God.
Vlog, Vlog, I'm gonna let you go next because I kind of need to go on a run as far as Joyce is concerned.
Bro, I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I've been telling y'all this dude is lurking. You know what I mean? He just needs some limelight. You know, he got a little bit with the Dubai situation. You know what I mean? A little bit. You know what I mean? But just in general, bro, he a problem. He might be Boo Boo Andre coming up. He mother gonna duck his ass, bro. He ain't bring. How was you bringing up Manuel Char and you ain't bringing this dude up? You know what I'm saying? Like you bringing up like, bro, like what are you talking about, bro? Why are you not talking about this dude, bro? Nobody's talking about this dude, bro. Why? Because this dude is a problem. Hey, you know, I'm money with him, so I ain't mad at him. Do what you do, Playboy. Keep doing it. I'm gonna keep betting on you. God damn it.
Facts.
I'm done, Jeff. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. So, bro, I talk to Shane all the time off camera, and I told Shane this a while ago, and Shane, it wasn't like he didn't believe me, but he was like, he ain't know. I said, Joyce got the best jab in the heavyweight division. Hands down. I said it a while ago. We were kind of going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And it ended up being a situation where it was just like, he just proved it. You know what I'm saying?
When you made me a believer. He made me like Blunt and Jeff. They've been fans of Joe Joyce. Cause he's so slow and he's so like, bro, I've seen this dude fight and it's like watching him is just so painful on the eyes. But when I watched him against Joseph Parker, I just realized this dude is just painfully effective. He is so effective. Like, I can't stress how effective this dude's fighting style is. And Jeff summed up in one point. Someone as fast as Joseph Parker and as slow as Joe Joyce, and he was able to stop him with a leading left hook, shows you how good that dude's timing and his punch accuracy is.
Yeah, I mean,
be able to land the leading left hook.
Joe Joyce, listen.
But but I think that real quick, Jeff. I think that shows a little bit of ring intelligence. Because if you see the fight, you see Parker was just going straight out the back door a lot. So at some point, his ring IQ showed up and was like, "Yo, the left hook gonna be there. You get your distance, your timing right, and just clocking." And he that's what he did. So I think that's part of also ring intelligence. Because he didn't swing it wildly. That was right as he was going out the back door, bink, sleep. Dude didn't even know what hit him. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, he thought somebody from the stands threw something in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but you know the thing that's crazy, bro, is like he was throwing those body shots so effective. When he got caught with the check left hook up top, actually what happened is Joseph Parker went to squat down to actually take away some of the steam off the body shot. You know what the shot reminded me of? And a little bit of a twist though. It was remember the shot that Chino hit Broner with in the second round?
Yeah. But
it looked like he was going to the body came over the top.
The back door. And he's trying to bring his hands down and his chin was in the sky. Yeah.
His chin was in the sky. That's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? It was in a different part of the ring, but that's exactly what happened. Crazy, bro. Crazy. He beats everybody, but I think he loses the Usyk.
I think he loses to Fury.
I think he can beat Fury, bro. I think he can beat Fury. I think Usyk's the only dude that I'm confident that he will lose against. Everybody else.
I think.
Can I get that? Can I get that? Because I'm gonna be honest. That might be the only fight he gets. That might be the only fight he gets. I don't think Wilder want none of that smoke. Why? Because there ain't no belt on the line, no situation like that. I don't think Wilder's in that W.
Yeah.
What you say?
I said he didn't want that fight neither.
Yeah. So my thing is, I think he knocked Usyk out. Not with them shots that AJ was landing. If AJ was landing that smoke and it just didn't have the steam that we know this dude throws, man, bro, it might not take as much as it would have had for somebody like AJ. It might have took 15 rounds to probably get to Usyk.
The issue that Usyk will have against Joyce is because he's able to sustain his attacks. The issue that Joyce has is that he, like, someone like Usyk will keep making him reset. What Joseph Parker done, which was very, very bad, was he was giving up ground so early in the fight. I watched the fight and I encourage everybody to go and do it. Watch the first round. It will tell you everything you need to know. The first step Joseph Parker done was backwards. Anytime you see that, you know the psychological mindset of that fighter is reverse. Never give your opponent that advantage. Blunt and Jeff will both know what I'm talking about. If you're go and watch the fight back, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. You will go every single round for majority of that fight, or the first step that Joseph Parker took in that fight was backwards, and that is something that you don't want to do. Usyk is not going to do that. He's going to be circling.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you though, what I'm trying to tell you though, Shane, Usyk slows down, bro. That weight, he put that weight on. He wasn't looking in the championship rounds. He won, no question, but he didn't win them in the same fashion as the first fight. So
I agree.
You gotta go off the okay. Now you gotta go off the product we just saw. We can't go off the whole landscape of what these guys do. They do that a lot with that guy named Saul that they call Cinnamon. I don't understand that, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I'm just saying, bro, I think Usyk, he can be vulnerable against a guy like this. That you might be able to box for a good 4 or 5 rounds, but at some point, a guy that's just so methodical and so relentless and unscathed. I don't think Usyk has the power to hurt this dude. He might get his attention here or there, but that just keep him focused.
I don't think
that'll just keep him focused.
I don't think he will hurt him.
Yeah, but I said that's why I said get his attention. I said get his attention. That's what I said. I didn't say he, like ring his bell or nothing, but I think Usyk has enough power to get your attention. But for somebody like Joyce, I think it just keeps him focused. Like, okay, my target right there, because I know it, he just hit me. So I gotta stay on this dude. I think the grind would be too much for Usyk. He'd get to him in about another 11th round. Another 11th round stoppage.
Maybe I just feel like Usyk has the ability to make him reset. And every time he resets, and Usyk is also a person who throws a lot of punches as well. So he's not going to just get outworked and lose every round like Parker did. I think, but Joyce does, if there's any heavyweight who I think legitimately can beat Usyk, it will be Joyce because of the relentless pressure. I don't think, obviously Wilder can knock anyone out, so Wilder doesn't count because he's freak. Like, this dude not hit anyone, it's over. But Joyce, like I think Joyce has more chance beating Usyk legitimately than Fury has of beating Usyk legitimately, because I think Fury can beat Usyk, but it'll just be on like some controversial scorecards. I don't think he beats him legitimately. I think Fury versus Joyce, that's an interesting fight. I just think Fury's big as well. Like, Fury's real big. Fury's big. It'll be a tough fight for Joyce.
Check this out though, Shay. Fury is big. Now, Fury was taking punishment from a guy that's technically, a bridger weight. You know what I mean? Really. But taking that punishment from a guy that's legitimate 230, you know what I mean? 235. That's a different style.
Like, who's a bridger weight?
Ain't just about. Like, if you look at Deontay natural weight, he's more in that 215, 2 1/4, real lean, real. You know what I mean? That's bridger. With these modern, ain't Joe Joyce like 235? Ain't Joe Joyce
260,
like
bro.
he's 35?
260, bro. Like
260?
260,
Bro, this
265.
bro,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
dude
he
is
gonna kill
six
that
foot
man.
seven. Bro, this dude's 6
Bro,
foot
he gonna
seven,
kill
bro.
that man.
This
He gonna kill
guy-
that man, bro. I thought he was like 235, bro. He looked lean. No, he
No.
looked lean against Dubois. He looked lean
But
against
that's because he's
Dubois.
tall, bro.
What
He's
he was
6
more?
foot seven. He's
Bro, he's
six
a
foot
tight
seven,
end.
bro.
He's a
Yeah, but
tight end, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he did put on some weight. He laid against Parker, he put on some weight because he looked a little leaner against Dubois because I think he wanted movement in that fight. I think they were still
Yeah.
I think he couldn't been too sluggish in that fight because Dubois can box. So yeah, everybody on point with they takes, but shoot it, Jeff. Do your thing.
Let me run through these comments real quick, bro. Willie G said he fights like Crawford style wise. No, he don't.
Keyshawn.
He don't fight like Crawford.
I don't know who the hell he fights like.
Me neither. I wasn't impressed. Willie G wasn't impressed with
You know who he fights like? he fights like a Eubank Jr. when Eubank Jr. was a prospect.
I told you who Keyshawn remind me of off camera.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'ma say it now. He reminds me of a young Andre Berto. Keyshawn. He reminds me of young Andre Berto. All the athletic ability in the world, not the smartest fighter in the world, and he looks like he likes a firefight. That's Berto in its essence. You know what I mean? The majority of Berto's fights has been firefights. You know what I mean? DM3 said, what's good, fam? Big shout out to you, bro. Family in the building. He said, Zayas.
No, Xander Zayas.
Xander Zayas wasn't at 135.
No.
You said the biggest 135, Willie G. Joyce looks like Foreman.
Zayas, what Zayas is fighting at now? What's Zayas fighting at now?
54.
I thought he's fighting at was 54.
He fighting at 54.
I thought he was 47.
Yeah, he started at 47. Now he's fighting at 54. Willie G said Joyce looks like Foreman. He reminds me of Foreman in terms of the style.
Yeah, in terms of like how slow the punches are, how wide the punches are. But I think Foreman wasn't just like, I think the difference between Foreman and Joe Joyce, I think Foreman was much more selective with his punches, whereas there's much more volume from Joe Joyce. Not saying one's better than the other. I think Foreman had much more natural strength and power on his shots, whereas I think Joe Joyce is a lot more, it's about wear and tear. He gradually grinds you down.
Yeah.
But I do see the similarities, though, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. My boxing son, Chris G, in the building, he said best jab with the most power. Yeah, I think he clearly has the best jab in heavyweight.
Yeah,
division.
I think it's no longer a question.
Right. Willie G, knockout with a jab. Not many guys that can do that. Foreman was one. Ike Corte also bazooka jab. Ike Corte had a really good jab. Actually, that's what gave De La Hoya so much trouble. He had to walk through fire. He got past the jab. He just had to walk through fire to get through it. T. Finney said, I'm highly impressed with Joyce. He's beaten his step-up fights, Dubois, Stavern, and first to stop Parker.
He also beat Takam and Jennings as well.
And Jennings as well. He's got a crazy chin, but dude's nickname needs to be the Mummy. I actually like that. That's not bad, yeah. That's not bad. He has one of the better resumes at heavyweight for sure.
I think his nickname's right, the Juggernaut, because he doesn't stop. Like he
does not stop. Yeah, but he beats. I'm sorry, Joe Joyce. He beats Dillian White right now. He beats AJ right now. I think he beats Wilder right now. And
he beats Ruiz right now.
He beats Ruiz right now. He beats the dog shit out of Luis Ortiz. That won't last 4 rounds. He's a legit top 3, 4 dude now. Right now. Like he's a top 3, 4 dude, man. And I think he gives Fury hell. I think that might be a 50-50 fight.
I think that might be a 50-50 fight. He gives everyone a problem. Because they're not just gonna get rid of him. He's bro. This dude ain't a bad thought. You can't just wave him away, bro. He's there the whole night, bro. It's literally he's there the whole night, bro.
I might kill myself for asking this question, but I'm gonna go do it for entertainment purposes. Vlog, does Jared Anderson beat Joe Joyce?
That's a good question to ask.
Hold on, man. Let Shane answer.
You need a minute. You need a minute.
You can ask me.
I know that. I know my answer. Go ahead, Shane.
Jared Anderson is a talented fighter. He just has to show me more things.
Yeah.
Until I see him answer certain questions, I'm just gonna. I have to leave it unticked. Those boxes are unticked. He hasn't shown me that he's got an engine down the stretch. He hasn't shown me that he's got a chin, and he hasn't shown me that he can fight in reverse. And those are the three things you need to beat Joe Joyce. So those are unticked boxes. He might be able to though, because one thing Jared Anderson does have, sorry to cut you off, is he has the speed over. He has the hand speed and the foot speed over Joe Joyce, so he can pivot on him all night. And the shoulder roll, the head movement. He's got all of that, but does he have the out and out
the tank?
Strength?
It's the tank.
Yeah,
the tank.
Yo,
to do everything you said, Shane, it takes the tank. It takes the tank. You got to defense. People underestimate the energy it takes to be defensive in boxing. Your tank got to be on overflow.
And let me add on to that too. That's a good point. The reason why I think Joyce wins that fight, and I don't even I think Jared Anderson can show me all three of them things. But I'm gonna tell you where Joe Joyce wins that fight. Actually, he has too much machismo. At some point in this fight against Joe Joyce, Jared Anderson is gonna try to go in there and let his nuts hang, and it's gonna cost him.
Facts.
It's gonna cost him, and the thing is, I'm the one thing that I'm curious to see with Jared Anderson is, can he turn that on and off? Sometimes you got to turn that off and fight a smart fight.
Can I say something real quick? Just interject. It's a fight coming up. And I feel that same way with Jeff just said. I feel like Pillow Hands at some point is going to try to stand there and go machismo, mano a mano. You know what I'm saying? That old dual standoff. And it's going to cost him against the dog. I think the same thing. Just to interject that real quick. So if you're smart, you put a little pizza money on your boy.
I will.
Shane probably gonna say what I'm getting ready to say. Go ahead.
I was going a completely different direction.
Okay.
But because I wanted to get back to the machismo thing. This is why I'm talking about temperament in certain fighters. To me, one of the most temperament, like in terms of the most level-headed fighter in the sport right now, to me, out of the young cats, is Devin Haney. Devin Haney is never greedy. He takes what he gets, and he's satisfied with what he gets. But he's learned lessons throughout his career.
Now he did. He tried to sit down with the boy, and he got clipped.
The Lenara situation, he learned how to do, because in the Joe.
But he did it at the right time, though. You gotta remember, in that fight, he did it at the right time. It was like the last 15, 20 seconds. So that's about the time you would want to try that.
Exactly. And this is where I'm going to land. Because when I looked at the Joe Joyce performance, I said, that was one of the best performances of the year. And then me and Jeff spoke, and I was like, what was the best performance of the year? And I think we all can agree that the best performance of this year was Charlo Castano. I thought Charlo's performance against Castano was the best performance of the year, and maybe one of the best performances I've seen from an individual in years. That was a terrific performance, and it was because of mentality. That's one thing I've always questioned Charlo, and he showed the perfect mentality. And I feel like what Jeff's talking about is what we saw Charlo do in the first fight, when sometimes in that fight he tried to let his nuts hang, and he just tried to exchange when he didn't need to. And he gave the dude an opportunity that he didn't need to give.
Didn't
Whereas
need
in the
to.
second
Right.
fight, he made the adjustments, and it was a terrific performance.
Yeah.
Perfect pound for pound performance in the word of Blunt.
Don't that sound like trainer of the year type of performance to me? Sound like trainer of the year type
Of
stuff to
course,
me.
Oh, for
100%.
sure. Yeah,
I
facts,
agree.
for
I'm just
sure, for
100%.
saying.
sure.
I agree. I
For
agree.
sure.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it's that's the I think that's where Jared Anderson slips up at. A bunch of talk. You can't do this and you can't do that to Joyce, and he gonna go in there and try to let his nuts hang, and it's just gonna cause him to fight. I can see Jared Anderson getting stopped in that fight, in a firefight, similar to how the Dubois fight went. I can really see it going that way. But I think
I see it a
Joyce
little
that dude
different,
right
bro.
now.
I ain't gonna lie.
If he doesn't time,
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I see it a little different. I think out of all the guys that's on this table right now for this dude, Mickey Cakewalks, a lot of them, maybe one or two at the top, a Fury, a little tougher than, but I still think I edging Fury. For some reason, I think, about time to get rid of Fury. If it's a close fight, I think they'll give it to Joyce. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. I think if it's a close fight, I think they would give it to Joyce. You know what I mean? Just because, it's time to pass the ball, pass the baton, so to speak. And Fury, come on, this dude ain't got another 3-4 fights, bro. You got one belt. You're not really trying to fight. So I don't know, bro. But as far as like really is getting back to Anderson, I think he could box his way to a victory. 10 rounds,
think
unless they make it some sort of interim type of fight. I think he
so.
will. I think he's disciplined enough. Yes, I think he's disciplined enough because you got to look at these guys on top rank. They understand marketing. They understand the bravado of it, the selling it. It's clickbait. I get that, but these dudes are also smart young dudes. And that's what I think we kind of not giving Keyshawn. Keyshawn. What's the boy name again? God damn.
Keyshawn Davis.
Shit. Keyshawn Davis. I was getting ready to say Keyshawn Johnson. Think about football, man. Lost a goddamn parlay on a half a point last night. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. My bad. Anyway, but like I was saying, I think we don't get these young boys. I think he's intelligent. He knows what he's doing. So that style won't work every fight. And I think these guys will switch it up. So, you know what I mean? I think Anderson's in that line, that realm of, okay, this is not a guy I could play with. This is a dude I need to play with. You understand what I'm saying? I need to be on the outside. I need to sneak inside with some long body jabs, do things like that, confusing, make him miss that hook where he don't want to throw it. He can't time it. He don't know if I'm coming down. He don't know if I'm going out the back door, if I'm cutting to the right, to the left. So he won't throw that left hook. And I think that's the best left hook in the heavyweight division right now. I don't think no heavyweight currently is throwing a left hook deadly like that. That shit's nasty. I
think so.
Yeah, I think.
I think that's the best left hook. But like I said, I think he's smart enough to at least not get out. See, that's why I would bet Jeff. Man, I don't think it's gonna be a KO. I think your boy could lose on decision. He could tie up too much, get tired, worry about the tank. It's early in his career. You throw him in the wash like that, man. I don't know if he's ready. He need a tackle. You know what I mean? He need a big, strong, like killer in there that he gonna go ahead and chop down before I could say, yeah, he can really beat Joyce like that. Right now, can't nobody beat Joyce outside of Wilder, and that's only over that right hand. But we know Wilder don't deal with pressure and adversity well. Like he seems that crumbled under it. And it's another same style fighter in Joe Joyce.
You still think Helenia Scott is a 50-50 chance with Wilder?
Yeah, I think it's still a 50-50, bro. I still got Wilder on by stop, but on paper, just style-wise, just what the difference that Helena is part in the game as far as using his feet, using his length, cutting the ring, which fighters don't do against Wilder. He's going straight back. These dudes on a straight line.
I hope Wilder wins. I
think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna get hurt. I don't think he's gonna get clipped. I think they working on some defense.
I'm
Go
really
ahead, Jeff.
curious to see. I'm really curious to see how Wilder looks in the first 2 to 3 rounds of the fight. Like that's gonna tell me everything I
It,
need to know.
it reaches 2 to 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3. That's gonna because if there's still a lingering effect from the Fury fights, I'm gonna see it within the first 6 minutes. I'm gonna see it within the first 6 minutes.
Oh,
And
can
and
I
what
ask
I'm
you this,
looking.
Brody?
Mhm,
Can I ask you this while you're looking?
mhm.
Do you think patience is a detriment, or what are you looking for? Killer? Like what's telling you
No,
Just move
he's
from
feeling
one
something?
room to another room.
huh?
Bro, I swear
Yeah,
to God, lives in another room. Go on.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, I don't live in no apartment, nigga. This is a house, nigga.
Yeah,
and my shit everywhere.
I think what I'm looking for is to see how comfortable Hellenius is after the first 2 rounds. Because the one thing that Wilder does prior to the Fury fights, like Prime Wilder, his opponents always looked uncomfortable. Even if they didn't get hit with a big shot or anything like that, they look uncomfortable. So I'm gonna be looking to see if Hellenius looks comfortable in there with
He
Wilder,
is,
and then
bro.
I'm gonna see, the second thing I want to see is Wilder's shots gonna be telegraphed like it was in his last fight, because they were badly telegraphed early in that fight, and it just goes to show that it's not. He has boxing IQ, but it's not natural. It's not natural. Like you could
Oh
literally
yeah.
look at that fight in the first round and the second round and be like, his trainer said, listen, in the first round, I want you to do this and do this only. In the second round, I want you to do this and do this early. And we joked around about it. We was with Rob Acosta. And me and Shane was like, yo, like he looked tired. After the first round, he looked tired. And Rob was like, yo, like he did look tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people thought we were
But
joking
but
around.
but a lot of that tiredness came from nervous energy not even just nervous energy, just built up energy that he brought into the ring from the baggage of just
Agreed.
extra baggage and the weight that and the pressure that he put on himself.
Agreed.
Personally speaking, what I want to see from Wilder in this Hellenius fight, and this is just me keeping it 100,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see where Wilder is mentally, because
Yeah.
an old school Wilder would have just tried to knock this dude out in the first round and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what this dude wants to achieve
But
out of his career right now. That's the problem. He reminds me a bit like Andrade as well, because I don't know what he wants to achieve neither.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that I'm gonna be looking at in this fight. I think one of the main things for people to look for is with Hellenius, what risk is he willing to take offensively? Because I know people thinking Hellenius, they're thinking Adam Kalnacki. It's two completely different monsters. Like
Blunt,
it's two completely
Jeff,
different monsters.
Blunt and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
These guys have been watching the podcast. Have you seen what the trending topic about Wilder has been recently?
Nah.
The trending topic has been that is Wilder a Hall of Famer right now? Did we
Yeah,
not?
they've been watching the show. They've been
Did we
watching the
not
show. We
speak
just talked
about
I've
this
about
in
that.
been,
the last live?
Yeah, we just talked
yeah,
about that. Yeah,
yeah.
they late. They late to the
I,
party. They late to the party
I
for sure.
mean that yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean,
that's
listen,
borderline, but I think so.
you know what? Let's talk about it. We got 3 comments. I'm gonna get through these 3 comments. Let's finish off with that. And the thing that's crazy, we be chopping it up so crazy on these podcasts, bro. We didn't even get to Shakur. We'll get to that
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mr.
Yeah,
Motivator in the
I got
building.
something.
Yeah, big shout out to Mr. Motivator. What you think about Fury clowning the fans to fight Manuel Char? Bro, I listen, to be honest with you, yo, anything involving Fury's name, man, you just gotta wait till the dust settles. Like real rare. You gotta wait till the dust settles, man. Like I tell Shane all the time, whatever he says on a Thursday, check back in with him Saturday. You know what I mean?
What
Yeah,
what I can say about
literally.
that dude, bro, I
Mhm.
don't know what he was doing in the flip phone era. This dude Ben needed a camera in front of him. You know what I mean? He need like this dude is
Literally,
he addicted to this shit. He addicted to the
bro.
social media
I
shit,
would
bro. I think
not,
he talking to just do it. I don't listen
bro.
to him. I scroll right past his shit.
The Tyson Fury is a bro. I wouldn't trust this dude to tell me the time in a room full of clocks, bro. This dude is, bro. He's unbelievable. Like if he fights Manuel Charr, that's inexcusable. That is inexcusable. Manuel Charr. Seriously.
You
Manuel
know,
Charr.
Man,
you know what it feel like,
they said
yo?
Frank Warren got him under contract for 3 heavyweights, and Fury is
Yo,
one of them. I'm like, what the?
yo, you
What
know
am I
what's fun?
reading?
You know what it seemed like with Furio? It seemed like he trying to get a fight in at the end of the year to go pay some taxes or something. Like he's real adamant. He's real adamant about this December 5. Like he needs some tax money or something. I don't know what's going on with it. Willie G said, "Big
Like,
baby,
yo,
that's a
for
good
the
fight."
audit.
Yeah, he about to get audited or something. Yeah, Willie G said, "Who does Big Baby gotta beat to put in the top 3?"
Big baby who?
I'm assuming you talking about
Anderson?
Big Baby
Big,
Anderson.
I
he
hope
talking about
so.
Anderson?
I would-
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
hope
yeah,
so.
yeah. We ain't talking
yeah,
about Miller. You know, we know. Come on,
yeah.
we give Willie more credit
So
than that. Come on now. It's
so
Willie G, baby.
I'll say this, bro. To put him in the top 3, ooh, he going to cross the street. He going to cross the street to get in the top 3. I would say just to kind of go outside of your question a little bit, Willie G, like solid guys for him to face. I think an Otto Wallen fight is a good fight for him. I think that's a real good fight for him.
For Cody.
Bacoli is a good fight. I think Efe Ajagba is a good fight for him. It's a lot
I
of
was gonna say that. I got to fight for him. You know, I got to fight for him, baby. It's the Johnny Rice, baby. It's the dark shadow over there doing
but
the
he
stuff.
PBC though.
Great
He
fight.
PBC though.
Hey, you said he might have
though.
to go across the street. Didn't you just say that?
Well, yeah,
You
but
just said
Johnny
that?
Rice ain't gonna put him in the top 3 though.
Man, Johnny Rice is top 10 heavyweight right now.
Hey, bro.
Nice little run.
Yo,
Nice little run he on.
Watch this. Watch this, Shane. Vlog.
What?
If I
What, man?
trust me, this is just a joke in advance. Don't
Why you do this
don't
shit?
hit me with no shit. Bro. If I interviewed Johnny Rice and I didn't call you, what would happen?
Man, you gonna have problems, bro. I'm on the road, nigga. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. You know I find these dark horses and I run with them, baby.
I don't know what it is about. I don't know, bro. What did Johnny Rice do to you, bro? Did he cash at me some money or something? I don't know.
Johnny
what
Rice
the
got
hell, bro.
Yeah, bro. You see
like
things
Johnny
in certain
Rice.
fighters, and you just be like, you know what? This dude got an opportunity at an opportunity. Never said this dude could win it all. He going Hall of
Why
Fame.
is it always these fighters?
Man, I got
like the guys you drawn to. It's never like you're drawn to Boots. I get it. I get it. I see why. You know, I see that. But Johnny Rice, I just don't see it. I don't know why. Even Anderson, I see it. I get you. I understand. That's a good name, but Johnny Rice just doesn't
Does Johnny
sound
Rice
nice
beat
to me, bro.
Karnacki right now? Does he beat Karnacki right now?
yes. He beats Kalnacki. It's easy. It's easy.
Okay.
Kalnacki in daddy mode, man. Kalnacki, he out there like your boy from Philly. What's the big boy name from Philly? What's the boy from the city?
I know you're talking about.
Boy that just had the issue with Polite. What's his name? You know the big boy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
We were just talking about him the other
Yeah,
day.
we was just talking about him. Damn. That's bad, yo.
All these names, bro. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
because they wanted me to
We
reach
literally
out to
just
him and
spoke about
interview.
him
We literally
last
just we just talked about him.
Damani Rock.
Darmani Rock, yeah, Darmani Rock,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I like.
I think he
Yeah, I
he
like.
beat
I like
Damani Rock.
Darmani Rice.
No,
Yeah,
Johnny
I
Rice
like.
is, if he ain't top 10, goddamn it, he right outside. He beat Carr. Easy.
Sure, but
I
yeah,
think
Easy
he beat
beat.
I
Char.
don't know.
I think
I
he'll
don't
do it.
know. I don't know about that.
Carr, whatever his name is. Charcoal.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy, bro? You know Manuel Char. Manuel Char has been fighting for years, and Tyson Fury wants to fight him. You know Manuel Char got knocked out in 3 rounds against Maris Bradis.
And
So
dude is a
Tyson,
cruiserweight.
literally, that's what I'm saying, bro. The white,
Facts.
wow, bro. Tyson Fury is just a fraud. I swear to God, this guy is a fraud. This guy is just a fraud. Like this guy
Ooh.
is the biggest.
But
He
he
speaks.
ain't this dude Char been in phantom fights before? He was in a phantom fight with Hunter. He was in a phantom fight with who else was it?
He didn't fight
No, was it
Hunter.
what's the other boy? No, it was a phantom fight. Like his name, he kind of gets bought up, you know, on the outskirts of these fights.
He
And
was
what's
in
the other boy that King got?
Trevor Bryan.
No, not Shannon Briggs. Yeah,
Trevor
Trevor
Bryan.
Bryan. That was supposed to be a little
No,
fight.
bro.
Yeah, so
That was
his name done
that
been
was
bought up.
that was and Fraser Kendall as well. that Trevor Bryan fight wasn't a phantom fight, bro. It's just that fight got scheduled like 5 times, and every single time, Don King never had the money to pay the fighters, so the fight just kept being postponed every single time.
I mean, you know, Don, he trying to spend your money. Shit, I'm surprised he ain't call you.
I told him the bank closed, bro. I told him the bank closed.
Man, I just paid the car note, Don. I ain't got it.
Hey yo,
I put something on it. Tell him
what's that statement? It's a statement. Where my welfare check come at?
I'm gonna put a hit out on your ass. With my
Man, look, I'll hit out on you when I get my food stamps. Put a hit out on
yo,
you.
when I
nah.
Yo,
you know how you gotta tell Don. You gotta tell Don like this. Hold on, real quick. You gotta tell Don shit like this. Like, man, look, I can't cover the whole thing, but I'll put a little something on it. That's what you gotta tell a motherfucker like Don, cause he gonna. You gotta tell Don like, I can't cover the whole thing. I put a little something on it though.
Yo, that's the king of installment.
Bro, I swear to God, yo. I love American culture. I love American culture so much. Yo, the American culture is amazing.
Yo,
love everything about American culture.
Yo, he's the only boxing promoter that got like a 24-month payment plan. Shit. He be like, listen, you're gonna make 500,000, but this is gonna be over the course of a 24-month payment period.
Literally.
Don, the only promoter, still use a literal rolling dex. Like he's still on like this, still dialing phone numbers physically. He's still like this, like shit. What's dude name out? Man, Bernard, Keyshawn. No, he like I can't get none of these motherfuckers on the phone.
Hey, Vlog.
Oh shit.
He got
leave Don alone, man. We love Don.
Hey, Vlog, he got a 2-way pager and don't get no responses on the other end of shit. Like,
man, he like, yo, I paid my bill lifetime. Right. He got lifetime. He paid that shit off when he was getting a little change. We stupid.
Listen. 2 questions and we up out of here. I just looked on Instagram and apparently it's some back and forth chatter between Keyshawn Davis and Rolando Romero. Who wins that fight?
I'm not answering that.
Dog walks in.
You're not answering.
He dog walks that boy. That boy is B-level fighter, bro. He's B-level for sure. He's not up there with none of these dudes.
Okay. And
that's machismo. That's his problem, machismo. Remember y'all was talking about it earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah, and who's in final question before we roll up out of here? Is Wilder Hall of Fame right now?
I will say no.
You want to say no? Okay. It's Wilder Hall of Fame. Right
I gotta say, borderline, because that run, that knockout radio, is still there regardless of the losses. That you can't take that away. You know what I mean? That's legendary type of stuff. You also did it while being heavyweight champion. That's the type of shine they wasn't giving Bernard when he had the IBF for so many years. Like nobody gave him no respect for doing his job. Like, this is my job. I'm doing it. So like, respect. I think that's Hall of Fame worthy, but the bounce back to me of captain. Like if he could bounce back, a couple wins,
I agree. I agree with Blunt on the sense that I think the run has to be taken into consideration. You know, he made a lot of title defenses. He knocked out a lot of fighters. I do think the bounce back is important, and I do think he needs to beat another elite fighter. You know, if he can get a
that's
win
why I
over
say he need
AJ,
another little run.
yeah. If he can beat an AJ or
Ruiz
or what,
I think
someone.
even Ruiz is respectable. You think
Ruiz,
Ruiz is good?
I think Ruiz is a little bit past it right now because Ruiz looked terrible in his last two fights, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
he had grandpa looking sleep. Grandpa needed surgery after that. Like, I mean, I thought he looked okay. Ruiz, like, we don't expect Ruiz out there pivoting and parrying shots and all this shit. Like, Ruiz is gonna fight, and he fought well.
Yeah, I can confidently say no, for one reason. If you ask me if somebody belong in the Hall of Fame and I gotta go and look up in the sky, ain't Hall of Fame for me. He still got a little more.
That's why I said borderline.
Yeah,
a little
he's for
me
to put him
to
it. For me to put him in the Hall of Fame, right? I think this is what would have to happen. Obviously, he gets past Hellenius, right? Now, the biggest name on the PBC side is Ruiz. If he gives me that victory, now that's not enough. That's not enough because I don't rate Ruiz that high. Me personally, I think he's top 10, but he don't rate me. Yeah, but a win over Ruiz right now doesn't catapult him into the Hall of Fame. Like he's gonna have to. Wilder gonna have to give me an AJ, a Usyk, something like that, a Joyce, something like that for me.
What about an FA Jagba?
Hell no.
What about an FA Jagba?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Okay, I'm just asking. I just asked.
I got another question, Jeff. What if he beats Dylan White?
Who?
Stop, Shane. Yeah. Stop, Shane. Pavek can beat Dylan White.
Nah, that's
like fighting Chisora.
Yeah, I think you know what? No. Hey, vlog.
So what about two in the name? What about two? What about two Helleniuses, a Dillian White, a Hellenius, and then a title shot? Like even a loss, but he gets back to this title shot.
You can't lose.
No. Can't lose. There has to be a win.
Let me meet you in the middle of the street. Let me meet you in the middle of the street on this one.
Yeah.
Hellenius, Ruiz, Dillian White. Does that get him in the Hall of Fame? All knockouts. All knockouts. No?
I got plans, man, so I keep muting. My bad. But I'm saying no because there's no belt in that scenario. That's why I say no.
I think the only thing that I would say no, but what I will say where you can put it into consideration is the fact that when you do look at his record, he does have a draw with Fury. So he does have an elite performance, I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's
a win, bro. He won that fight, bro. He won that fight, bro.
I don't know about that, but
that was terrible.
At least,
Won that fight, knocked this dude down like 8 times.
I'm trying to be, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't see it.
But that's what you got to be real too. If in those 3 names, Jeff, there's no title. I need a title. I need a Usyk. I need an AJ. I can't see a Fury 4. I can't see that.
Let me rephrase it then. Give me his fight on the 15th. Give me Dylan.
Oh, I got it. I got
AJ. Give me AJ. Give me AJ.
I got it. I got it.
Go ahead.
Hold up, Jeff. I got another name. We got Helenius already. Let's say a Dillian White, because a European tour be good for him. European tour they've been very successful. We know other artists have went double platinum. You know what I mean? Hall of Fame, pound for pound type shit when you get over there on them European tours. So we got Helenius, we got Dillian White, Dubois for an interim or something like that, where it's a 12-round joint. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to find something because the title I don't know.
You know why that's a decent name? Because Dubois does have the WBA regular, and people are saying that Tank Davis is a freeweight world champion, despite the fact that he's only had WBA regular. So Wilder will have a WBA regular. I don't consider that as a world champion, but he can say I'm a 2-time world champion. I won't see it as that, but at least he can say it.
I'm gonna say I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need a Usyk win or AJ win for me to throw him in the Hall of Fame, bro. I can't do
AJ, bro. I can't do AJ because he's been off 2 losses.
It's AJ Hall of Fame,
and we talking about no.
Who's closer?
No.
Who's closer? Who's closer?
Deontay. What are you talking about? Deontay.
Nah, I have to go AJ.
Deontay.
I have to go AJ.
Deontay Wilder. AJ did not go on no run. He's only closer because of the fact that he's a 2-time heavyweight champion. That's
AJ is way better quality opponents.
2-time unified. 2-time unified as well.
And he's beating way better quality opponents.
And he's beating.
Well, the belt's been over there for a minute. But the belt's been over there for a minute. Ain't much we can do about that.
5 world champions as well.
Yeah. His resume is way better.
But he ain't knocking motherfuckers out at that rate, at no historic rate.
Of course not.
His numbers are not going down in stats history and doing it while you had the championship. He's a dude that's won and lost the championship. He's been beating old dudes from Russia. He was getting smacked up in that fight.
Right, but Vlog, in this era, in the heavyweight division, the only person that's probably almost a lock to get in is probably Fury.
And Usyk.
And Usyk. But you could say that he's going to
not off 2 AJ wins. Usyk can't get in off 2 AJ wins. I can't do it.
I'm saying he getting
can't do Hall of Fame.
He's gonna get it off his career. He getting it off his career. Not just off the 2 AJ wins. Off his
all right, career. All right. Yeah, okay.
So the reason I
gotta ask me let me go quick. If I'm introducing Usyk at the Hall of Fame ceremony, I'm putting the asterisks on it. Because if you don't give me nothing but 2 AJs and no undisputed or no other big name, you don't travel. Because everybody can't go to Europe, bro. You got to get your passport right, take your shots, do what you got to do. You come on over here where the money at.
He fought in America. He's fought in America twice
as a heavyweight champion. As a heavyweight champion. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean,
come over here and represent.
But I mean, who in America is there? Been there for him to fight?
Man, what you talking about, bro? You better stop playing with me. You gonna make me get on a plane tonight, Shane.
Bro,
Johnny Rice been sitting around waiting.
I gotta end this. I gotta end this shit. I'm making it. I got to end this shit because I knew that's where he was going with this shit, man. Can we do some film study tomorrow what is that? An hour 49? That definitely gotta go up.
Oh man, I'm stupid. My
Nigga
bad.
said
You
Johnny
know I'm
Wright.
fucking with you.
And I knew
I
where he
know.
was going with it too. Like I knew where he was going.
I know.
I
But
knew where he was going with it. But listen, we are out damn near 2 hours strong, man, and we gonna close this joint out. And we didn't even get into Shakur, and that's a whole other conversation. But I think tomorrow we can do a little bit of film study. Bring Keyshawn's fight up. We can bring up Shakur's fight. We can also show a little bit of Joe Joyce as well, showcase some of the skills that he showed in his fight as well. Is this, tomorrow we probably just gonna have to get right to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? But this was a good one. This was a real good one, man. Vlog, giving your social media, good brother.
Man, Boxing Vlog on Twitter. Hit me up. Check out my tweets. I always be dropping the gym here and there. Check me out on the gram. Use the number 1 for the word vlog. Putting up them numbers, trying to help everybody get to the bag. Tips and things over there. I hit them. I cracked a helmet this week. So, rock with your boy, man. You know what I mean? Get the bag challenge over here. You feel me?
Shane, give me your social media, good brother.
I_am Shane. The number 1.
I_am Shane, the number 1. Exclusively on Instagram, man. You can find me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Please, I want to sleep.
G5JeffTV. Website G5JeffTV.com, man. We got we're gonna have that updated.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I ain't even been making my picks, but I've been so busy. Like I've been paralyzed with this.
Yeah, so we gonna get that together for everybody. We'll have an updated scoreboard and things like that. We got fights coming up this weekend, of course.
Put that Darrell plan on there, bro.
Yeah, we got a bunch of fights
Darrell plan on there.
So listen, man, on behalf of Boxing First Vlog, VP Shane and your boy G5 Jeff TV, get y'all pen and pad ready. It's gonna be film session tomorrow. Episode 130 was a good one. We out.